Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Thursday, which means it is time for another Nozz watches Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Oh boy. So, in the last episode, it was the first episode, and we got like a little bit of a setup-y-do of what's going on here. So we know that humanity is basically limited to land. There is a fleet of autonomous ships called the Fog Fleet that fucks everyone up. There is a submarine called Iona, who also is a lolly, and she's helping our protagonists fight the Fog Fleet, but also humanity does not like our protagonists because they are helping humanity without being part of the military. Also, all of the ships are actually anime girls. It's just the submarines are lollies, I guess, and everyone else is either a gothic Lolita or a big titty Onesan, so far. Alright then, that's the world I want to live in, let's go then. Alright. But, yeah, so, pretty good setup, and I guess let's see if they can sink the layup. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh no. So I guess here's a question. So someone answered in the comments that they don't explain it, but the submarine can restock by like just gathering materials from around it, and just like basically a fabricator. Oh no, the submarine died. Oh no. But like, can it do that to make food for the crew too? Because these are supposed to be fully automated submarines, right? So they wouldn't need a crew. In fact, why do they have crew compartments anyway? You sunk my battleship. Why the fuck is the opening in English? Japan just really loves their English sometimes, don't they? Damn. And I love how there's still people in the comments being like, what, Nozz likes a show that does CG? What the Like, no, it's not that I don't like CG. I prefer not CG, but what really pisses me off is mixed media. That's the thing. Like, I probably had to say this like a shit zillion times, and I don't know if you're memeing or not, but if it is mixed media, then I have a problem, because CG already doesn't look super great. Like, it's really, really difficult to make CG look good by itself. Put it next to infinitely superior fucking hand-drawn animation or digitally drawn animation, and you just make the whole thing look like jank as shit. Because nothing goes together, you know? It's the same reason I don't like Grimgar's art style, because all the backgrounds are in fucking watercolors, but everything in the foreground is in, like, traditional anime style. Like, that also looks fucking garbage. I like my media like I like my food. Don't mix it. Nah. Like, you know those like fucking cringy autism plates for children where they've got like different sections for different bits of food? Like that's me with media. It's like, no, the CG does not touch the stop it. So we're just jumping straight to them fighting Takeo? Straight up? I was kind of expecting us to, like, build up to that, but, like, no, like, Takeo just, like, instantly, like, nah, in we go. What the f... They really just going ham on this, huh? Man, I love how the Japanese have no word for overlay. Overlay, like, come on now. Yes, Discount Futaba, tell us your fucking plans. So why can't they just sink Takeo? Like, submarines are literally designed to kill boats. Like, like, do submarines, like, have, like, a fucking, like, a counter save just putting depth charges everywhere around your fleet? That sounds like a good way to run out of fuel. Like, does this thing even have fuel? Or does it just go forever? I mean, don't they have shore defenses? I mean, surely if these things could overcome shore defenses, they would have just annihilated humanity in its entirety by now, right? Yeah, I really wish they would. I really wish we knew why the fuck they don't attack land targets. Like, they could just straight up just destroy humanity. Like she doesn't have depth charges. She's actively just spearing the submarines. If you've got all these decoys, like, it'd be easier to just blast out the decoys and then just go for it, right? I mean, if she's not, like, setting up, like, premeditated depth charges, that'd be the way to do it. Or sea mines, you know what I mean. Yeah, kill that bitch. You're a fucking submarine. Like, you are literally built to kill fucking boats. Like, this should not be a fight. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, because my naval history is not as good as my fucking air or fucking infantry history, but damn, son. You're going to surface in a submarine. Like, I guess that's a counter to submarines. If you force a submarine to surface, they become very, very less useful. Because, like, the majority of their benefit is the fact that they are below the waterline. And there's no guns that aim down. Like, why are they not just fucking shooting her in the bottom, dude? Like, blast her fucking, her keel out from under her, dude. I mean, looked like she was doing that fairly well, like, earlier, my dude. I don't know about that one. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, Iona, you fucking dumbass bitch. You're really underestimating her, huh? Why does she have Edelgard's crest? Why does she have Edelgard's crest? Is this the secret sequel to Fire Emblem? What? 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 Why were you not hammering her with torpedoes from the get-go? You're a fucking submarine! Am I wrong or are they wrong? Like, bear in mind, most of my submarine knowledge comes from World War II, but like, still, the general concept is the same. The way to beat submarines is to make sure you're fighting a submarine in an area that you set up to be anti-submarine in the first place. With sea mines and depth charges. Force that bitch to surface. Uh, you dumb idiot. You dumb idiot, you're fucking dead. Episode 2, everyone dies. He figured it out. He figured it out. Dumb idiot. Absolute last second he figured it out. Bounce the lolly. Oh, now you're diving. Yes, now you're using the thing that makes submarines actually useful. Holy dick, my dude. My man activated his fucking submarine Sharingan. Like, do they not have any way to avoid her fucking radar? Like, modern submarines have, like, radar jamming or radar evasion, right? That's not a thing I made up, like... Yeah, silent running. That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. You set your engines to minimum noise. So you can't be heard over the ambient sound of the ocean. And then when a ship gets too close, you just go and you hit the bitch. Ugh. Where is she getting these fucking starfish from? So it doesn't just vent energy? I mean, I guess if they're a stealth submarine, it makes sense. You gotta hold on to that energy as long as possible until you're out of range. It's like the Normandy in Mass Effect. It's almost as if she's a big fucking boss boy. Oh, jeez. Okay, what's the explanation? 'Cause I think I know what it's gonna be. Does she have you bugged or something, or...? I mean, if you were bugged, then she would know where you are right now and you'd be dead, but... Oh, she's got a second boat. She's got a spotter. She's got a spotter, yep. I don't think. Okay, that doesn't make sense. That sonar bit doesn't make sense. The sonar would if the submarines, the decoy submarines are all like identical copies of Iona that are just like hollow or something. Like like maybe, but sonar I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wouldn't think. Unless I'm just completely misunderstanding how fucking sonar works. The loot from Hyuga. What, you gonna activate your fucking Byakugan? Oh yeah, no, part of the reason they're not actually after him because he betrayed humanity or anything like that. They're actually after him because he actually brought up a massive, horrible amount of casino debt. You can't really call it a lair when they're basically hiding in a cave. Not really something you can really call that, dog. I don't know. Is this whole episode one big submarine battle? Because I'm down. I'm down for that. So why corrosive torpedoes? So if these ships all have energy shields, why would you use corrosive torpedoes? Unless that's like a translation thing. Like corrosive torpedoes would be great for eating through metal, but if they gotta go through the shield first, you would save those until the shield is down, would you not? 501? Oh man, I can't believe they just have better Iona on their team. Oh god, oh fuck. Like, all these fucking missiles, dude. This is one way to beat a submarine, I guess. Just basically replace all of the water with missiles. That is a valid strat, I guess. Let's see it. Let's see you dive when I replace all the H2O with missiles, you fool. I still can't get over that it's just Edelgard's crest. It's just Edelgard's crest, my dude. Okay, so the corrosive torpedoes are just the antimatter torpedoes, right? Okay. Okay, corrosive is not the word I would give to those, but alright then. That implies acid. An antimatter explosion is not acid. I love the runes that just go over the fucking submarine, dude. That shit looks rad as hell. Imagine if the submarine just turned into a fucking mecha. Just turned into a transformer and suplexed the battleship. That'd be fucking hilarious. Ah, yes! Moses! The Jews have arrived! Suck my ass, King Ramses, you piece of shit! Oh, that submarine dead. Oh, that submarine dead. They might as well put a fucking target on that thing. God, you know what the effects look like? They look kind of like the fucking Mechanist from Final Fantasy XIV, just a tiny bit. Wait, He doesn't want to shoot the waifu. He wants to shoot the submarine. Okay, my man just it's basically just a matter of, hey, I know you have this new toy. I also have this toy. Let's play, motherfucker. Let's go. God, that's the face of a fucking anime waifu who just got her shit rocked. Holy shit, my dude. God, ripperoni and riceroni, my dude. Who is watching these fights and reporting them to the fucking Prime Minister? Is there some asshole in a rowboat just like sitting there with binoculars like, alright, what the fuck's going on here? So how much trouble is she in for losing her fucking submarine? Uh... So they just straight up just like, they already killed... They've already killed one of the submarines and it's just like, nah, you didn't need to see that fight, it was fine. Yeah, maybe it would have been better if they did kill her, at least for her. Not killing her is the true fucking cruelty here. Holy shit. You'll be taking my leave. No, you won't. Oh, wait. Ah, damn it. I was hoping for her to just be like, no, you won't. You don't get to leave. She is literally the ship. She can be anywhere at any time. My man, you're not allowed to fuck the submarine. You're not allowed to fuck the submarine. Stop it. Oh, God, the KO is just having a bad day. To make you suffer, that's why. They literally went up on deck just to fucking flex. Just like, yeah, could've sunk you, bitch. I didn't. Is the ending of this really gonna be the fog units just decide? Oh my god, she lusts for the human dick now. God damn it. That's gonna be the plot of this show, isn't it? He beats up the fucking submarine and boat waifus, and they're like, oh man, I need a human inside me right now! Just, oh god, that's gonna be it. They don't defeat the fog. They just give the fog, like, fucking human fever. Oh, Jesus. Thanks, I hate it. Is every episode just gonna be submarine fight? I mean, that would be kind of cool. But at the same time, it's kind of weird how they're like, we've got these submarine fights, but they're fighting like. Okay, and once again, most of my knowledge of submarines, World War II. But so like, I don't know if it's changed all that much the employment of submarines, but. It seems like they have this submarine, and they're not fighting like a submarine, they're fighting like a battleship. Firing volleys at each other and using maneuvers to kind of like get the better angle and force the opponent to miss. Like, when really, submarine warfare is essentially being a sneaky asshole. Like, you avoid detection, you fucking light someone up, and if they get the drop on you, the point is to disengage and find a way to re-engage on your terms. At least that's how the Germans did it, and that worked very well for them. You know, until it didn't. Because it was World War II Germany. And also World War I Germany, but that's a whole nother problem. Boy. Man, she just really likes starfish. Why does she like starfish so much? That just... What the fuck is with that? Oh boy. Okay, so as for this episode, so this episode was like majority combat, and that's fine. I think narrative-wise, it's a little jarring that... Oh, there's a bit of chocolate here. Oh. I had a chocolate bar earlier, and the wrapper's just sitting on my desk. Oh boy. Should have taken it before I hit the record button. But like, okay, so like, narrative-wise, I do think it's a little jarring that, like, previous episode, we're like, we're getting the submarine, and we're setting up all these boat waifus, and like, here's like the mission, you gotta get this nuke to America, and all this. Like, and then like at the end of it, it's like, we're gonna go fuck up that submarine. Fuck that submarine. We're the villains. Way. But it's, I don't know, like, I knew there was going to be a fight this episode, or at least like a lead up to a fight this episode, but I didn't expect the episode to start with the fight already in place and them having already done a fight. Like, that's kind of weird to me, and I'm wondering if this is like an anime adaptation thing where they had a certain point that they had to get to by a certain episode, and they just like, okay, well, what fights can we remove? And then they're just like doing like, okay, here's the shit that makes the most sense to do. Like, which is a valid way to do it, but like, it does feel just a little jarring for just second episode to be like, oh yeah, no, like, just head on out. Like, I don't know. God damn it, there's not all that much to say. I think character-wise, we get to see a little bit more of Iona's personality, as little as it is, because she really doesn't have that much personality. You know, she's like kind of like just default robot lolly beep burp. We got to see like a little bit of the personality of the bad guys. You know, like their things going on there, but most of like the star of the show really was Shihaya, or however the fuck you pronounce his name, and the fact that he's clearly got some ideas. Like, I feel like him treating a submarine fight like a battleship is maybe it's on purpose, or maybe it's not, or maybe I'm just using outdated submarine tactics in my brain, but like, maybe it's a sign that he's not perfect. Like, he's got potential, but he's not 100% like on board with the thing. He's got like stuff to learn. But even with that, like, he's still a very, very good tactician, and he was able to notice the gravity cannon when no one else did. Like, he's basically like he's got the touch. He's got the power. He just needs to learn how to like best use that innate power to do what he's got to do. And that's kind of neat. I guess like a downside is I still do not know who any of his fucking crewmates are, save for the fact that they were also classmates at the big dumb naval school he was at before he stole the submarine and ran away. But, like, we still don't really know what the fuck any of them do. Like, all we know, we got Bootleg Futaba, Man in the Iron Mask, Titty Man, and fucking Engineer Girl. That's it. That's all we really got character-wise, and I can't really tell you anything about them beyond that. Yeah, characterization-wise, it's still it's very weak on the ground on that one. I'm hoping that it's something that does get better over time. Fight-wise, it looked good. Like, for a CG anime, like, I imagine it'd probably be very, very difficult to, like, hand draw, digitally draw all of this shit. So, like, I'm just gonna let go, like, okay, yeah, no, they probably would have had to have just made this in CG, whatever. Characters still look kind of creepy as fuck, and I don't really like their look, but once again, time period, it's fine. It's not as bad as Overlord Season 3. It's okay. It's fine for the time. But the submarines, the boats, and like the actual like missiles that go flying, all of that looks really, really fucking good and just like top fucking tier. So I guess like visually the fights look good because the fights aren't really animation as much as it is we've made this model of a submarine and it's getting hit by a bomb. Like, and that's something that CG is pretty decent at because you don't got to worry about squash and stretch and all that. It's literally metal tearing in half because it needs to be extremely rigid to withstand the pressure of the ocean. So, neat. I'm hoping we get a little bit more narrative going forward, a little bit more character description, because if this entire series is just nothing but back-to-back submarine fights, that's gonna get old. And not only because I'll have nothing really to fucking talk about, but that's how it be. That's how it be. But I think that's really all I gotta say. Good episode, not really that deep though. Ironically, because there's a submarine in it. But let me know what you thought of this down there in the comment. Whether you liked this episode, you disliked this episode, or maybe there is some deeper thing here that I just completely just whooshed. I don't know. It happens sometimes. But yeah. Let me know what you thought down below. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below. And if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked in the description and on the end card, with a list of all the people that keep the show up and running. If you just support me on Patreon, there's like a list of rewards on there, but also like the main one is that you get to recommend things that get put on the channel. So like, for example, this right here is a Patreon request from Kubi, and he has steered me wrong. Yes, I'm gonna trust you, Kubi. Oh jeez, oh fuck. But yeah, anyway, so I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a rune.